It's week 2 of the NFL, where we'll see 2 of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Giants and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. So good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Here we are, week 2 of the season. Greg, everybody has that hope. Let's get off to a good start. Well, these teams lost the opener. Now, a bit of pressure here in week 2.
Yeah, it really comes down to, Mike, it's a super simple concept. You just want to feel the sensation of winning. Just get your first win. Of course, they would have loved to start out week 1 in the win column. But now here you are, 2 winless teams, and it is just as simple as we want to walk in.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jayden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
And nothing doing on that run. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
Brian Burns with the sack, and that's exactly the type of play the Giants envisioned when they traded for him from Carolina back in March. Only 8 sacks a season ago, and the question was that production indicative of him as a player or more of his surroundings? But either way, he's picked up right where he left off, and he's one of the best pass rushers in the entire league.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Shotgun now for Jones. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop. Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion.
Dan Quinn wants a second opinion here, and he has thrown the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just 1 challenge for the remainder of the game. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. He'll try and run for the first with Singletary. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Giants.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
Jones now on first down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third and long, it's Jones. Looking for room out on the edge. He's not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. That one is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get going with their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing now, Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tress Way now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. From the gun, it's Jones. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. That one on the former number 7 overall pick back in 2022, Evan Neal. Up the middle, here's Singletary. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Jones. 18 yards on the connection. That's good for a Giants first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Singletary now on 1st and 10. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jamin Davis there to make the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Singletary. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
This one is caught by Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now, Jones. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Jones. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Giants leading this one early. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
Ready, check, Panther, Reno.
They run. Eckler. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Daniels now going to look to throw. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On first down, Daniels. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 16-yard line.
To the air again is Daniels. That's caught by Eckler.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Dotson, the man in motion. They'll try and run for the first with Eckler.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll go back to Eckler here on 1st down. Marked down at the 6. They'll give it to Eckler on the option. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jayden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The next drive about to start. We'll remind you what's coming up here in Week 2. A couple of good ones to look forward to. 2 good young quarterbacks going at it later tonight in Houston. The Bears and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, as the New Look Falcons head to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Kickoff there, 8:15 Eastern Time. Jones. To the outside, complete to Johnson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. On play action, it's Jones. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. The motion man here is McLaurin. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Jones. And this one is hauled in. What a grab. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Really nice play there by Malik Neighbors. And when we talked to the head coach, Brian Daboll, what did he tell us? He said, I need more competitive guys. I need guys that are going to go out there and compete for the ball, play in and play out. And remember, Mike, this is a guy that led college football in yards per game last year at over 120 yards receiving per game. So they got themselves a pretty special talent here in New York, and I think we're just scratching the surface.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They fake the handoff. Now Jones. And he will get into the end zone. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. That his first touchdown of the new year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, it's Eckler. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Nice run there by Eckler, and he continues to be a productive back here in his 8th season in the NFL, and it's one of the main reasons why the Commanders targeted him back in March.
Daniels now on 1st down. He'll get this out to his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
The Giants offense and receiver Darius Slayton get to go to work again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Singletary. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Throwing on first down is Jones. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the Giants. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Commanders' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Daniels. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. That one intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. first down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Jones. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play. They'll run once more with Singletary. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing, Jones. Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jones. They'll look to set up the screen here. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
And And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll run straight ahead with Singletary. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Now, Jones. Now, a screen set up for Tracy.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down. He doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch. They've got a fourth down play call they feel great about. We're going to see what it looks like. Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Throwing is Jones on third down. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down. This one intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. 2nd half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
And now you get the pick 6, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for 2. Jones. That'll be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the number 2 overall pick, Jayden Daniels, with the rest of the Commanders' offense. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. The drive starts with a carry by Ekeler. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Azeez Ojulari in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Roll.
On play action, Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate. Work with your quarterback. Go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. They run here with Singletary. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Jones. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. From the gun, it's a give to Ekeler. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. He'll drop this down for Ekeler. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long. Throwing now, Daniels. He's got a man, it's McLaurin. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Eckler now on 1st and 10. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Tyler Nubin is there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. He'll run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's another Washington Commanders 1st down.
They'll run here. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert! Drop real quick! Drop.
They'll stick to the ground. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. They motion the slot man left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary. But then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short. But not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's Robinson. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. I'll give to Singletary on the zone read. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Now Jones. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down, Giants.
On the handoff, Singletary. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Jones to throw on 2nd down. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Jones. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
At the 8-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a designed run. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggled.
Brian Daboll displeased with that one.
The previous play
and out
is
comes
under
the
review.
challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Giants.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They come up for 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Off the RPO, this one to McLaurin.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Singletary now on 1st and 10. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Again, it's Singletary.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try and run for the first with Singletary. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Crowder to return. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll throw with Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Giants. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.